It's 6:19 and time now for What's Trending. Well, a watched pot never boils, which is extra frustrating when you're waiting to toss in some pasta. So step away from the stove so you can celebrate National Spaghetti Day on January 4th. The Italian noodles are used in all sorts of dishes, which generally have more to do with what sauce is used than which pasta variety. So if you can't tell linguine from capellini, it's all good. We're not going to split angel hairs. That's a good one. Spaghetti is a favorite for its versatility and ease of cooking, and you can also use it to feed plenty of people for pennies a plate. However you prepare it, make sure to salt the water first, and when you eat it, make sure not to slurp because that's just gross. Oh man, I love spaghetti. I feel like that's just like a dish you can't really go wrong on. Like, if you know what I mean? Like, I feel like that's like a nice like beginner meal that you make and you can just always enjoy it. Do y'all like it with the meatballs or like a meat sauce?
Oh my gosh, I love meatballs. But yeah, you're right. There's a lot of people who eat like buttered noodles. So like you can eat them like super plain. You can have like meat sauce. You can have fettuccine Alfredo, which I love fettuccine Alfredo. Who doesn't love some broccoli and some white sauce? But I also love like regular like Prego with like my meatballs. So I like it always.
Me too.
Yeah, and I know I'm kind of a both guy. I like meat sauce. I also like meatballs.
Same.
I mean, Friendship House, shout out to them. They have some delicious spaghetti and delicious garlic bread too. I mean, a lot of times I would ask for extra garlic bread because it tastes so good. You dip it in the meatball, in the meat sauce, and that just tastes so good. And yeah, the Alfredo you mentioned too, also delicious. So maybe go support a restaurant today and go enjoy some of that.
Yeah, or make it at home.
Make it at home too, either way.
But don't slurp.
Don't slurp either. I sometimes slurp with my...
the pasta sauce is gonna go everywhere.
It will though.
So.
Sometimes I slurp with my soup. Not so much with spaghetti, but soup.
That's okay.
That's all right, I think.
Yeah.
I think that's okay.
Yeah. We think it is.
Well, something else is, wait, what? If you've heard yourself constantly using the same expressions last year, you're not alone. Lake Superior State University has put out its annual list of banished words. The school received thousands of submissions for words or terms that are becoming overused to the point of uselessness, like no worries, which is what I say every single day, which the school says is meaningless and a substitute for you're welcome. And phrases like at the end of the day and new normal made reappearances this year after first being banished in 1999 and again in 2012. Other phrases on the list are that being said, asking for a friend, circle back, deep dive, you're on mute, and supply chain.
I like you're on mute.
Right? And Lake Superior State University has released a list of banished words since 1976.
Wow.
Now, I am a culprit of saying no worries every day.
You do.
A lot of those terms
she
I
does
say
all
too.
the time.
And I know a shout out to our guys in the back there. Sometimes I'm on mute because sometimes I gotta mute my microphone and I forget to turn it back on. So a different version, a different meaning to you're on mute because usually we think video calls, right? So
lots of boomers would probably be on mute.
Yeah, right. Or me, it's forgetting to turn my mic pack back on. So I apologize to Carol in the back.
I feel like it's a lot of office terms too. Like we'll circle back is always
we'll circle back, and then we never do.
Yeah, I think it's interesting how they vote for that, but you know, hey, I don't really think people are gonna remove that from their vocabulary.
There's a Midwestern term that I'm horrible at saying that. What?
Oh.
Yes, thank you.
I always said that.
I'm always terrible about saying that.
I always say that. I've said that before I moved here.
Oh, you said that too? It's very common in the Midwest. I guess it's common in the Carolinas too. But yeah, we're all like oop, like a mixture of oops and something else.
Yeah, I don't say oop as much.
I don't know where that term came from, but it's too funny. You see it floating around on Facebook. It's like a Midwestern term, but I guess it's common elsewhere as well. But meanwhile, though, a dinosaur left footprints on a Welsh beach, and they are still there 200 million years later. Scientists in the UK found the tracks in 2020. London's Natural History Museum says they date back to the Triassic period, I hope I said that right, and are thought to be made a sauropod or one of their relatives. Using these footprints, scientists can determine how this dinosaur walked. The museum says the tracks will remain on the beach until they are worn away by the tide. And oh yeah, I mean, I'm getting a chance to actually look at the video now, and that is, I am honestly at a loss for words on that one. That's
Really?
nothing short of amazing.
Yeah, I think that's really cool. I love these discoveries that are made like that, and they can do more searching and what was going on 200 million years ago, as much as they can at least. So I think it's impressive.
I'm surprised that they didn't try to somehow excavate it so that they could like preserve it and put it in a museum.
Oh,
like
yeah.
they did with everything else.
Gets challenging though, because I mean, because of probably how fragile it is after being there for so long. You almost wonder if just one little trying to pick it up, it collapses. So.
I wonder if I know they said they've seen it since 2020, but I wonder if it somehow unearthed itself, like if there was dirt on top of it and it washed away. Like I wonder how they came about finding it.
Yeah, because they mentioned high tide too. So I mean, that's definitely a good question though, and unfortunately we don't have the researchers if we'll just ask us. So darn, right? But either way, it's still really cool to see that.